Howdy. This is my part 11 of my 500 subs Q&A. Yeah, it's been going that long. It's been I've had to redo this for a couple of reasons. The main reason being a change in circumstances. You might see why when you see the questions. The change in change in circumstances, put it that way. And so it didn't. I don't know. It was a bit. I thought I should probably do it again. Maybe. It's probably a good idea. But also, having left it so long since I did it, I watched it back, and because it's been such a long time, I almost looked at it anew. You know, there'd been a sort of cooling off period, and I had a sort of a looked at it again, and it was just too embarrassing to upload. Sort of the sort of embarrassing. It's like going to school naked, embarrassing. That sort of embarrassing. And that's the handy thing about doing these YouTube videos, is that you've got the buffer of actually uploading. It takes such a long time to upload that you always have until the very last second to abort. And so it's just it's a good filter process to filter out what should never be seen. That should never be seen. So it didn't pass the test. So I'm doing these questions again. It shouldn't take too long. Also, it was a long video as well. It was about nearly 20 minutes. 20 minutes for a few questions. So here I am again. Cracking on to the first questions. First questions by by Carboot Gamer UK. He set these 2 months ago, judging by what it says here. These are testers, these questions. These are testers. The first one being, you'll see, thong or arseless chaps. He puts a comma there, so already this could go either way. And then after the comma, which would look more wrong on Bruce Forsyth? And now I know everybody watching is creating a mental, trying not to, but you can't help it. You have to create a mental picture of Bruce Forsyth without trying to think too hard about it. I'd have to. What would look more wrong? Arseless chaps. So I'm going to move on quick, because that question doesn't bear thinking about any more than I already have done. But you lot contemplate it out there. You lot have a good think. What would look more wrong? You know, and sort of get like an image and burn on your retinas. Think about it. So say you'll be dreaming about it tonight when you go to bed. Where's Wally? Wally's just over there, behind the bushes. He's loitering outside. I don't know. I might have to. Well, he's over there anyway, outside. Can't get rid of him. This is the one that I probably won't. It's the one about Amy Winehouse, and just out of respect, I won't, because that's how long ago these questions were. It's a question about Amy Winehouse, but just out of respect, I'll leave that one out. So question 4: how many beers before NDubz become good? Well, I think Pete will probably appreciate this answer. You can probably guess my answer to that. How many beers before NDubz become good? Well, quite a few. I'm not sure there's any amount of beers, because it's a tipping point with alcohol, isn't there? When you the first few, you feel your inhibitions dropping, and then you get to this pinnacle when you're like really buzzing, but you're still not too drunk before you can't do anything. It's when, you know, you can talk to anyone and do anything, and I think that's probably about the zenith, the point where you have to ask yourself if NDubz are any good. And I can never see any point when I'm at my sort of drunk peak, my zenith, my apex, before I'm too drunk, before I'm not drunk enough, that NDubz are any good, I'm afraid. I apologise to anybody who says otherwise. Because that Dappy's, he's just a twat. There's no getting around the fact he's a knob end. But so probably not enough beers for me anyway. And then after the tipping point, you go down the other hill, down the other side of the hill. It's when beer becomes a depressant. And when you sort of when you get to that point, there's no even point even thinking about it. It's NDubz, isn't it? And number 5, best RPG you've ever played. Well, I think this. I can't remember the other questions, but I've probably mentioned this already. Best RPG I've ever played. It will be either Suikoden 2 or Final Fantasy 7. Best RPG that not enough people have played. I'll put a slightly different spin on it. I'll say Breath of Fire 4, because it's just really. I mean, people like it. People who know like it. I just think it deserves to have been played as many times as Final Fantasy 7 by as many people as Final Fantasy 7, because it looks. If anything, I'd say it looks better. It's got this really nice, slightly pastel sort of cell shaded look about it. Quite early. It's really an attractive art style, but it's got this incredible depth and scope. And I think one of the best things I look for in RPGs is how big the game world is, and how many different places there are to discover, and how many different things there are to do. And Breath of Fire's got a lot. There's a lot to do, and it really stands the test of time. So I'd have to say best RPG I've ever played will be Suikoden 2 or Final Fantasy 7. Best RPG not enough people have played, it will be Breath of Fire 4. So, cheers, Comic Book Gamer Dan UK. I was wondering, did you know that there's a guy calling himself Comic Book Gamer without the UK bit? Just wondered what you felt about that. That pissed me off. I don't know. Maybe it's you take it as a compliment. I don't know. On to Ibbotson 22. Hopefully not too late. No, I mean, you say hopefully not too late. I'm well too late. So this has been too long. I mean, again, it says 2 months, but so I apologise. It's taken this long. I should have apologised at the beginning, but I apologise. I sincerely do apologise. It's taken this long. What's your favourite meal? I really like, as far as sort of home cooked food. Things like Christmas dinner. I mean, I was going to forget Christmas dinner. I don't think I mentioned Christmas dinner in the first time I did this video, but Christmas dinner has this nostalgia factor, doesn't it? As far as everyday dinner, I love toad in the hole. Really good toad in the hole is a thing of beauty. I'm not a massive. I was always a fussy eater as a kid, and there was a lot of things I still won't eat. Fish and eggs. Oh. And I could explain why. I could give you a good, logical, very persuasive reason why fish and eggs. But a good curry is also brilliant, amazing. I think I mentioned already a good curry from a good curry house. I went to one in Brick Lane recently, and it was beautiful. It was really nice. It just filled me right up. But yeah, a curry. A good curry is just raw. Sheep or pig as a pet? Well, sheep are irritating. Sheep are irritating. I like animals that have like some sort of well, they look almost sentient. Sheep don't look like they've got a brain behind those eyes, do they? And that's annoying. I mean, that sort of obsessive, like running around not knowing what they're doing, like wood pigeons or chickens, or those dead eyes that sheep have. And pigs are intelligent. I think they get a bad rap. I mean, yeah, they stink, but that's just the food and how they live, and they're intelligent and they're funny. Pigs make me laugh. You can have a laugh at sheep are just stupid, aren't they? I like a pig. I'd keep a pig. You know, obviously you'd have to go and live out in the garage when it got too big, because pigs can get massive, can't they? Giants. And I think it's you know, pigs have it's not a good lot to be a pig, because once you're a pig, unless you're like a domestic pig, you're not going to have much of a life. you're either going to be like pork or bacon. I mean, there's not much else you can get out of a pig other than companionship. So rescue some pigs, you know, keep one as a pet. Yeah, all good. Cheers. Cheers, Ibison22. We ate books. What was your favourite RPG? That'd have to be. I've mentioned the ones in Cardboard Games. That'll be Suikoden 2. But honourable mention to Shining Force, the original Shining Force, because that was probably one of the first games that turned me on to RPGs. And I've been looking for sort of like the equivalent ever since, sort of like and the next generation equivalent or subsequent generations equivalent of Shining Force, and never really found them. I think the perfect RPG for me would be a combination of character recruitment and exploration of something like a Suikoden, and then combine that with the strategy RPG of Fire Emblem. And that's pretty much, especially Shining Force 2, although I've got the nostalgia factor of Shining Force. I slightly prefer Shining Force original, just for the nostalgia factor. But if you could combine the character recruitment and exploration of Suikoden 2 and Fire Emblem, and the strategy RPG of Fire Emblem, strategy battles is what Fire Emblem, then that would make my perfect RPG. So I think there's an answer in there somewhere. I hope. So thanks for 8 books. And finally, the last question, you'll be very relieved to hear. It's Kirsten K. Dyer, 1968, over in that there USA. So she says, congratulations to reaching 500 subs. I apologise it's taken this long. I don't know what subs I'm on now, but I'm guessing it's probably beyond 500. Favourite place to go on holiday and why? This is God's honest truth. The last time I went on holiday was for my man's holiday. It wasn't really a holiday, it was for my mate's wedding last year. That's the last time I went abroad. The last time I had a proper holiday was back in 1998, so 13 years ago. I've been abroad like since then, but they weren't holidays. Back in '98 I went interrailing around Europe, and that was great. Really enjoyed that. Favourite place, I've been to the US, I went to California, that was good, and I went to Israel, that was also good. That was an interesting place to go. Just to experience it, because I have Jewish friends, and there's a little tip: if you ever go to Israel, keep in mind that if you fly El Al and you're not Jewish, you're going to have to go through this really strict vetting process before they'll let you on the plane. And if you're not sort of on your metal, you stand not that this happened to me, but I reckon you stand a good chance of being taken in the back and given the old rubber gloves. Because I was shit in my pants. So I got interviewed by one woman, and she passed me on to her mate and asking her. And the thing is, my mates who have been on LL before, they told me this right at the last minute. So just so I think it was that was for my own good, so I didn't build it up in my head. But so Israel is a good place, but probably a place I'd like to go. There's plenty of places in the US I'd like to go. I'd like to go to New York and Tokyo. There's a toss up between the two. The places I've been, I'd like to go to somewhere like on safari, a good safari, not like one of these sort of like annoying, overpopulated safaris, but sort of a proper safari, or somewhere like the Maldives, where you get one of those little huts right out in the middle of the sea, and you just live like that. That'd be a nice place to go. But properly, I'd probably have to say toss up between Tokyo or New York. Although as I'm talking to you lot, that's probably not very original, is it? I mean, there's probably or whoever's watching out there probably would say the same. Apart from people who already live in New York or Tokyo, if there's anybody from Tokyo watching, I don't know. I think there's, again, is there an answer in there? I don't know. I hope there is. But right, that's it. So thanks to Kirsten, K. Dyer 1968. Kristen, I might be Kristen, I'm not sure. If I'm getting this wrong, I apologise. Kirsten. But thank you for the question. Right, now I've eventually got this done. But moving on to the competition, there is actually, you might have forgotten, there is actually a competition section. I've still got to get the main prize sorted out. Anybody who's just subscribed and entered this competition just for the prize, you will be sorely disappointed. Because I've seen people getting a lot of stick for that, unfairly getting stick for that, saying they've rigged the competition because people have been entering and it just all kicked off, and that's wrong for the people to get that sort of stick, because they didn't have to give away those prizes, but they chose to. And it's a bit dirty to enter if, you know, just for the prizes. I mean, I don't run that risk because my prizes generally aren't worth having. If anybody's seen my old competition, they'll know. Although these are slightly better. Although, having said that, they're more personal to me. If you know my channel and you know what I do, the prize, one in particular, is more personal to me. So, in that sense, for maybe people who probably know my channel, it's worth having. For people who don't know my channel, don't really know me, then it's probably not worth having. So, and the question, the Q&A, it's an interesting process I've got in my head. I just need to tie up a few details, and there will be it will be coming along pretty soon. So thanks for watching. I apologise this has taken such a long time. I hope this last video isn't too long. I've got a feeling it might be, but I apologise if it is. Look out, like I said, look out for the competition section. It's pretty good. It's not a bad thing I've got going over my head if I can get it all in bits together. So thanks for watching. Again, apologise it's taken so long, and look out for the competition bit. See you later.